Hey friends, happy new year. So today I have a plenty video for you. I know I've been gone a really long time. It's been really hard to bounce back from, my dead sister, but we're going to make 2024 the year to be consistent. And I've been consistent on TikTok, but not really anything else. It's been really hard, but we're going to get into it. Today I have a list of plenty chores that I want to get done, and it may take a couple days to get them done because one, my kids, I'm now homeschooling my kids, two of my kids. So that's something that's changed and updated. I am also pregnant with a new baby, so I'm going to try to get as much as I done. It's not a very long list, but kids will be getting and interrupt me anytime that they get. So here is a list of things that I want to get done for my plenty video. I want to switch my Crimson Queen with my green Euphorbia pot because my Crimson Queen is in a smaller pot and I think my Euphorbia could use a smaller pot. I have a Ring of Fire. I got a second one because it was a good deal. You don't pass up on good deals. So I want to pot those up together so it's just in one pot and we're saving space. I want to switch out my Walliana pot with my it's hard for me to say these words, Calistrophilia pot, because I took a cutting from my Walliana and I want to pot up that cutting into another pot, but it's going to need just a little bit of a bigger pot. Right now it's in like a 3-inch pot, so I want to move it into the 4-inch pot that the Calistrophilia is in, and it doesn't need that big of a pot because half of that plant died. So, and then I have a bunch of cuttings to pot up, but good thing that they all came from something that was like already in a pot, so I don't have to worry about like finding a pot for it. And then let's see, and I also need to up pot my string of spades. That is very root bound, but it's not very high up. It's like one of those plants that I care but like don't care about, but I love it though. Look, it's a cute little. So well, I'm gonna start off with something I feel might be easier, which is my Crimson Princess. I don't know if I called it a queen earlier. My queen is right behind me, but my Crimson Princess and my Euphorbia. I definitely want to check out these roots. I know that this is root bound, but I also want to check out the roots because I have been dealing with a little bit of an aphid, which I believe that they're aphid problems. They're like little yellowish orangish bugs, and I sprayed some spray on it, but the best method I've seen to like get them off is just simply to wipe them off the plant. They don't really stick to the plant, but it's just easier. They're really easy to wipe off, and that's what I've been doing, and just keeping a close eye on it because they seem to grow a lot in just like the outdoor vines that are just outside my house in the summertime. So I think from me putting my plants outside is where that kind of little mini infestation, oh, this is hella stuck, but it's where that little kind of, I guess you could call it an infestation started. So that's what I've been dealing with these past like couple months since I brought in my plants. And I did, oh my god, this is so stuck. And I did quarantine my plants and I thought I got them all away, but they keep popping up here and there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this thing out, and I don't want to break this pot because I love this pot. This is like one of my favorite pots. It's so cute. Breathe in something, but this thing is stuck. Oh no. I'm going to try to ease it. I should have worn some gloves because it's been some days since I did my nails, but see if this pencil will help. Yeah, so another thing that I've started getting into is doing my own nails. So basically what I do, because people have been asking me about it, and I will film some content on it because I wanted to get a little bit more comfortable before I film content. But there are the gel X nails that a lot of people do, and that's what I tried at first. But I don't really like the idea of putting my hands underneath the lamp for very long. So what I do is I just take the press-on nails. Oh my god, it was so stuck. Those roots. But Sorry, I'm just gonna check, make sure there's not anything in the roots. So now I know why it's been drying out so fucking fast. But back to my gel nails. So what I do is I take, I've bought like just clear press-on nails, and I paint them and I put on whatever I want to put on, and then I apply them as press-on nails, because like I said, I just don't like the idea of my hands being underneath the lamp. So I'm not seeing any pests in here. It looks good. It definitely needed an up pot because, as you can see, I was pulling for my life and it didn't come out. So I have my euphorbia. These roots are very sad. It definitely needs a smaller pot, and I wanted to plant it a little more like deeper in there because of how top heavy it is. It definitely needs it. And I'm not worried about these. Potting mediums are very similar. This is a little bit more succulent-y, but I'm still going to use it for my Hoya. And this one, like I said, this is a pretty easy repot. I have a lot of switching around to do. But yeah, I do some press-ons, and since I've been posting it just on my stories, my Insta stories, people have been asking about it. So I'm definitely going to film some content of like my process, but I do have what I use linked in my Amazon. I know some people are not supporting Amazon right now, but if you just wanted to go over there and look and see what I use so you can purchase it maybe on a website that you support, then that's fine too. But it's just an easy way for me to list what I use. Yeah, I think this is going to be a lot better, and they both need to be watered. And I did do like a little Q&A. I didn't really get a lot of questions, but I can talk about the things that were asked. But that was one of the things, was about my nails. And I do like my own waxes, like my armpits, my stash, because you know I'm a Latina. I have a little stash. Okay, this is cute right here. So, and what I use, like I said, is in my Amazon storefront. You don't have to get it from Amazon if you don't want to, but it's just an easy way to show you guys what I use. Yeah, these are both gonna look so much better in the bigger pots. I don't want to take this off of this because it's pretty wrapped around there. But let's see. And I remember the questions I was asked, because it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't that many questions. So somebody asked me about my gym playlist. And that's something that I have planned for my YouTube channel, is I want to make it more about like all my interests and not just my plants. So I've already filmed some gym content for YouTube. It's, like I said, it's been a while though, but I do want to add more gym content. I mean, maybe like spend the day with me and stuff like that, but my days are honestly not really crazy. So they are in a sense of like momhood, but not really like, unless you're a mom, you may not be interested. But yeah, I just, since I'm homeschooling, a majority of my day is spent like being on routine with my kids, making sure we get our work done, and then after that I get to go to I cook dinner, and then I get to go to the gym, and then my plants are just somewhere in between there. But I had quite a few people ask me like what my gym playlist is, and I used to have like just a gym playlist, but now I just play like my songs, and I literally listen to like every type of music there is, from like emo to like hip hop, like R&B, all that stuff. So like I just like to call myself an emo hood rat a little bit. But I can share what my playlist looks like, but I get a little insecure about sharing my my music, to be honest, because a lot of my friends in the past have made fun of me for like the type of music that I listen to, because I literally listen to everything. Like there's classical, emo, rock, like R&B, hip hop, like everything. But I'll put a brave face on, and I can link it to my playlist So you guys can get an idea. If you like, you can take what you like from it, but literally like listen to everything. So that was one of the questions. Let's see. Oops. And this, they're both pretty thirsty, so I know I'm gonna have to water and dust these off anyway. I'm just gonna bang this soil down. So until I water, it'll be okay. Okay, yeah, that looks a lot better. This is probably not gonna be able to go back where I had it, but because it was already reaching I have an IKEA shelf, and it was already reaching like the top of the glass shelf. But somebody also asked if I'm sharing the gender of what I'm having. We will share it once I have the baby. I feel like I put a lot of my life on social media. I mean, it's not like I have a lot of followers or anything, but I just share a lot, like my gym routines and, you know, my plant stuff. When it comes to my kids and my family, like, I'm pretty private about that. Like, my kids didn't ask. Got dirt on my belly. You know, I don't really feel like my kids can really consent yet. So, like, if I do share my kids, it's really on my stories. And that's it. So, we're going to just keep that for ourselves until I have the baby. And then I'll announce what we're having. But, unless I accidentally slip up. I might slip up. Who knows? But, as far as, like, what we're having, yeah, we're just going to keep that for ourselves just because I share a lot. And my kids are just, I'm very private when it comes to my kids. Like I said, they didn't ask for this life. I have put them in a couple of my videos, but like not necessarily their face, but like you can see them around in the background and things like that. But I won't like necessarily like have them. I'm definitely not one of those blogger moms. So okay, so we got this done off my list. Where's my? I need my notebook. So now I'm gonna go get my ring of fire and try to see if I can fit it. And I love the pot that it's in, so I'm going to really hope that it fits into the pot. So I'm going to get that and see if I can pot those two together. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So this is my original ring of fire. It's so beautiful. I love it. My brother got this for me for my birthday. I can't remember if it was this past year or the year before that. I think it was this past year, but she's grown quite a bit. And then this is my second ring of fire, and I got this from Hy-Vee. It's originally priced for like $40, and I got it on sale for $20. So I was like, I'm gonna take that deal. You know, you can always, if you really love a plant, you know, you have a backup. But it definitely needs to be repotted. It is a little bit of root bound, but like I said, for the most part, my goal for repotting this is just to save space and not necessarily like repotting, because it absolutely, like, it would be okay in this a little bit longer. So, and it looks like, see, they have two different growth points, if you want to call that, because I looked at it before just to get a game plan going, and I'm honestly debating on giving the smaller growth points to my little sister because she has been wanting one, but also it's like I'm tired of being the one to get everything. Like, girl, get something that I want so I can benefit. She stayed benefit from my plants, and she got into plants after I did, but I may just give it to her. I know she's trying in life. Oh, let's see if I can separate it. Let me try to remove some more of this dirt from the root ball. I think the thing that I need to change about when it comes to my soil is adding just a little bit more soil, because before I was scared of being in overwater, but now, like, now that I am like with my kids more, and I am just like, I have a lot going on right now, I water a lot less. So my plants, like, I can't water them as often as I used to. And I know people say you water them less in the winter, but that's a lie for me, because this hot air be pushing out, and I end up watering them more. So this has like one of those felt things around it. Oh, I don't really know if that's felt, but it has like that black thing around it if you had plants before. Okay, yeah. So this is the little one I'm gonna give my sister. I will bless her like always. And this is the one that I will keep. So this is the bigger one. But yeah, okay, back to the question. See, that I was talking about if I'm gonna reveal the gender. Not yet, but like I said, who knows if I'll end up slipping. My goal is to not slip. But honestly, I'm very chisme. I talk a lot. And then somebody else asked me if because I've been into fitness for a couple years now, if I plan to do I plan to get certified? I've been thinking about it a lot, and I wouldn't mind getting certified. And taking on, like, excuse me, taking on just a little bit of like clients. It wouldn't be like something that I do on the main, but I wouldn't mind it. I am very interested. I think it would be more so because I do love to like research, and like when I'm passionate about something like that, I do love to research and learn the most that I can about it. And I'm just going to put hers back in here with the same soil. So I have looked into it, and if it's within my budget, I'm definitely going to do it this year if I do it. And like I said, I'll probably announce it, but it won't be something that I advertise like a bunch. But yeah, I wouldn't mind making a plan. I do help my family members a lot with their fitness goals, and a couple of my friends. But it's not something that like I tell people that I do a lot. So this is the pot that like I'm in love with. This makes it easy because it's not rooted into it. There was a root about to get into it. Okay, so hopefully they both fit in this pot because I love this pot. Okay. Come on. Okay. Ooh. It was getting there. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I feel like they can still both go in here. I really love this pot. I love this pot and plant combo. I think I'm gonna try to make it work. Because I just feel like it's so cute because it does have like like there's like hints of like orangey yellow in it, and I feel like the pot really brings it out, you know. So I think I'm gonna try to do it. I think it's fine because it was just the bottom that was root bound. So I think it will be okay if I put both of them, because the second one doesn't have as many roots. And sorry if you hear my son. That said, my kids are with me all the time. And I don't know if this will probably be the last one I do today, because he sounds like he really needs me out there. Let's see. Let's try to put it, yeah, like that will be cute. Like I want it to be fuller because these lower leaves it has like a naked spot right there. Ooh. Okay. I'm just gonna take off these lower leaves because they were on their way out anyway. So yeah, as far as getting certified, yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Would definitely be like, it's not necessarily like a goal of mine, but if it happens, like that would be really cool. Because it's something that I'm passionate about, working out, especially like now that I'm gonna be doing it again postpartum. Like that was kind of a little bit of a struggle for me when I found out I was pregnant. That like, dang, I was like so close to my goal, because my goal, I mean, I don't really have body goals. I just want to have like a banging body and a flat stomach, but but I was so close to like just having a really good flat, like the flattest stomach that I could have for my body type. Because not everybody will be able to achieve that. I know, like they say, like you can do like certain exercises, but I had loose skin, so unless I would get like a surgery, like that would still be there. To be honest, in my opinion, it would have stayed there. But I mean, I was close to the body that I wanted for me. Like I said, like it's in no way like everybody has different goals. So it's in no way like the standard, but I was so close. And then God had to humble me. It's like, dang, you already took my sister. You had to take my body too? But yeah, that was something that I really struggled with in the first couple months of my pregnancy, because I always find out super early because I never miss a period. Period. I never miss a period. So if I miss that period, I already know what's coming. By God. But I mean, and I don't want people to take this and be like, oh, she's sad that she's pregnant. Like, no. You can be happy about being pregnant and still mourn like pre-pregnancy things. And people need to be like more accepting of like women having multiple outlooks on having a child and starting a family. And I mean, we already have a family. Sorry, you can hear my kids fighting. I'm going to do my best to wrap this part up so I can get the situation calm out there. Because I know people have complained about hearing my kids in the background, but this is life. I will not be able to film if my kids aren't around, because yeah, my husband works all day, and then when he gets off, like I said, I cook dinner and then I go to the gym. So I'd rather have that time in the evening to go to the gym than like film, even though I really do love like sharing planty things and other content. That time is like me time. You feel me? Oh, she's looking so full and pretty. See, this is another one that I'm kind of worried about fitting back on this shelf, because how wide, like how much it grows this way. Trying to think what else. I should have written all the questions down while I was saying that. I remember what people asked me. And I hope she survived that fall. And sister, if you're watching this, I really try to save that plant for you. I'm going to finish this and I'm going to pick that up in a second. My first video back, and I'm already killing these plants. So sorry. I had full intention on giving that plant to my sister. So if it didn't survive that fall, just know I tried. And I know you're probably looking at this pole like, look at this little stubby pole. It's just a little bit of support. I will add to this pole. I don't know what I just did. I will add to this pole so it is taller once it needs it, but the nodes haven't even reached the top. So there we go. That looks good. Just adjust her a little bit. Yay, I'm so happy she fits. Because I really, like I said, I love this pot with this combination. And I just need to rinse these plants off. So after this, I have to pot up my cuttings, switch out the Walliana, and then up pot the stringless spades. So like I said, I don't have a lot to do, but with my kids, it might take a couple days. But, well, to film it at least. But yeah, this is what I have so far. This one done. And my euphorbia. I'm gonna check on my kids and rinse these off, and then well, first, I don't want to leave y'all hanging on this in case anybody's worried about this. Oh no! She only has one leaf left. Maybe I'll just put this in water. Yeah. I'm just gonna put this in water and see if I can rehab her, because she has this leaf and then the new leaf coming out. I think I'm gonna try to put this in water. I already have something rooting over here. Matilde. Good. Okay, but they still need to be in there for a little bit longer. So I'm just gonna add her in here. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep her in here. Sorry, sister, I tried. But when she gets better, she's all yours. If not, once this grows a little bit, you can have cutting. But okay, so let me clean this up, check on my kids, and then get back to my list. Okay, so I have my Walliana right here. My Corlistophilia, however you say it. It's fine. Right here, obviously, this doesn't need that big of a pot. I had another one in here. It was 2 cuttings. But the other one died, passed away, went to be with the Lord. This is a cutting I took from the Walliana. It's just in this little Mexican clay pot that I love so much. So we're just going to switch these around since I have another planted pot. And just so it has a little bit more room. And I do plan on propagating this Walliana some more because I want it to be pretty full. And the roots are actually not very big. Oh, I thought it was coming from 2 stems. It's actually 1. So this is the Corlistophilia roots. And this white powder on there is just diamystis earth. I can't talk, y'all. But I'm just going to put it in here. I know these roots are a little bit bigger than the Walliana, but I don't want to have that in that pot. So it's fine. Okay, another question that somebody asked me is if I'm going to have a baby shower. I will not be having a baby shower. I personally don't like baby showers, and honestly, this is my 5th kid, so I know 5th. This is my 5th child, so for me personally, I was like, maybe for 2 of my kids, that's cool, because my first 2 kids are 6 years apart, and then after that, so I had my daughter first when I was 17. And then I had my son after me and my husband got married, and they're 6 years apart. And then I had a baby shower with my youngest daughter because it had been like 8 years since I had a baby girl, and my church put it together. But honestly, I wasn't gonna even have a baby shower then. But they were just like, no, let's just have like a church one. So they convinced me. I was like, cool, okay. If y'all do everything, I will go. Because it's just events like that just tire me, and to me it's fun it's fun if you're a new parent, but like after, I'm just not a social person, to be honest. So I don't really know how to explain it to make myself sound great. I'm just not a social person. I just hate being around a lot of people at once. So I won't be having a baby shower. I am considering like having like a brunch just to celebrate the coming of a new life with a couple of with my close friends. I mean, I don't really have like a bunch of friends either, so double whammy. But I mean, I have family. I feel like a lot of the friends that I have are people I consider family, because if we've been friends for a long time, it's just like, you're more than just my friend. You feel me? So I might just have a brunch, just to welcome new life. But as far as like expecting gifts, like I won't be expecting gifts. If they want to bring a pack of diapers, that's cool. But it's not something that I'm gonna like be like, oh, let's meet for brunch and bring a gift. Like, no. Yeah, and I will go to a baby shower, but but even then, it's a slim chance I might make it. So, and if you're wondering what sign I am, yes, I am a Taurus, and I just like to be home, and that's something that me and my sister used to fight about all the time. Like, you never want to do nothing. You just want to stay at home. I was like, but look, you got a free babysitter for life, girl. And look at that. That's basically what I'm doing now with her kids. Uh, so I just like to be at home with my plants in my space with my kids, getting on my nerves, you know. That's just, and then like with chilling with my husband, like even though we might not be doing stuff together, like just being around each other is what I like. Like he has a really great sports TikTok. and he just be doing that, and I just be like, cool, support him just like he supports my plant. But yeah, as far as baby shower, no, nope, nope, nope. Okay, so I've switched these two out, and I have to find a pot to. So I think what I want to do next is just up pot my string of spades, but I need to find a pot that is bigger than it's currently in. So give me one stick. So this is my string of spades. It's super long. It's probably like almost as tall as me. She's super root bound, like roots all around. And this is just like a to-go container, and I'm just gonna put it in another one, just a taller one, just because she's like sits on the back side of my shelf, so she like her roots really don't be seen. It's more so about like her drapery. I need to put some holes in it, so I'm just gonna use it's like a wood burner, and I just put a couple drainage holes, call it a day. Let's see if it's hot enough. It's not hot enough yet. It's warming up. So that's what I'm gonna do. Once it warms up, I'll poke some holes in it. This has been the best way for me to repurpose a lot of the plastic containers that we have. I love me a good pho, so this is I have quite a few of these from ordering pho. Especially like in my first trimester, it was the only thing that I could really keep down. I was like throwing up a bunch, which is really weird because I feel like with each pregnancy my nausea gets worse. So hopefully, Lord, let this be the last one. Jesus, the last one was supposed to be the last one. So we're going to have to take some precautions. But yeah, it's super easy. You just literally like poke holes. And a lot of like my favorite, I've seen a lot of my favorite planty YouTubers do this. Let's see. I first saw it from like Harley G, and Wild Fern does it. So yeah, I just poke some drainage holes in that, and it's that simple to repurpose and save the earth. Recycle, reuse, biatch. But yeah, this is what she does, and I love clear pots, and this is what I get for basically free because I got it from food that I have. um. So yeah, my nausea in the first part of my pregnancy was horrible. Horrible. I wouldn't wish that on my, don't really have enemies, but wouldn't wish that on an enemy if I had one. And I'm just going to top her off because, so I have her in there and I'm just going to top her off because, I think they're called wormioids, the little balls that they can come from. Are looking pretty exposed. I don't like having it. I just feel like maybe they're not getting enough water if they're exposed. And it may not be that. That's just a me thing. And try to put some dirt here on the side. Okay, we're back now with my cuttings. I do have more cuttings, but they're not quite ready. These have been baking for a while, so we're definitely going to pot these up. And I have the plants that I'm going to pot them up with. I'm going to just start with this one. This is a fairly newish plant. I haven't shown it on my YouTube yet. It's a pothos. I forgot the variety of pothos it is, but it's really cool. The leaves are like kind of crinkled and folded in. It has variegations like a regular pothos. Only difference is, like I said, it's like it's wrinkled and it folds in, so it's kind of funky and cool. I really like that. I decided to prop it because it only had 2 stems, so I wanted it to be more full, and I will probably prop it again. And like I said last time, I don't have any more questions. Oh, this one is not even rooted, but it was growing a new leaf. This one, the roots are tangled with my microphilia cutting, so I'm going to try to separate them. Hopefully I can separate them. I didn't have any more questions. That was all. Like I said, I didn't get a lot of questions, and I got cut off. I did have a question of like my New Year's goals, and just my opinion. I like to make my goals in the spring of the year. I read something like I read a few articles about how it's like good to align your goals with like the earth wake, like how the earth becomes anew in springtime, and so like to set your goals and your intentions like in the springtime, because that's when the earth is like reawakening. So I kind of like that. It resonates with me, and it gives you a little bit more time, and I feel like it takes a little bit less pressure off of yourself to have those goals ready for the new year. So that is when I set my goals. I do have a couple in mind. My main goal is just to make sure that I give myself enough grace to heal properly postpartum and not rush myself. And I did a pretty good job with Ezra. I didn't rush back to the gym. I think I waited like 3 months before I got back in the gym. Um, it's just I know that my relationship with my body can get really bad, so I just like to watch out for that and just make sure that my goal is for more like strength training, and like my main reason for working out is like it helps my mental stability. So I want to make sure that when I get back to the gym, it's not because I'm pressuring myself to look a certain way. It's just to make sure that I'm doing it for my mental health. So this one is all done. I'm going to continue rooting the second cutting. And as far as my microphilia, I'll probably save it for somebody because I already have 2 pots of microphilia. So that looks good right there. And this one does need to be watered, so I'm going to water that. The other 2 plants have been watered. This is silvery and pothos. So these roots are pretty long and ready to be potted. I have my silvery Ann in here, as well as some of this golden globe. I think I only have 1 golden globe cutting. And I'm gonna pot that one up in a second. But these are all silvery Anns. It's near a heating vent, so her leaves kind of fall off. So I think this will be a good way to like fill her out. And the pot is pretty bare at the top. My son is here with me. I had to kick him out because he was making too much noise. But yeah, so I'm just gonna, this has been watered like in the last couple of days, so the soil is pretty moist, so that's good. So I just usually just use my finger and like make a little hole for it and just put the roots down in there. Sometimes I wrap the roots around, just, I don't know if that's good or not. So, but they always work. I mean, the ones that I rooted, I just like to keep the roots kind of together at first because I don't want it to like shove it down and break it. So I just kind of like wrap it around it so, and just kind of push it down. But yeah, this is gonna look so much better. It's gonna look so much better now that like it has some more up top, because she was pretty naked. She was naked. But yeah, as far as like my goals, I know that's a goal that I have in mind. And I'll have to still think about, I have other goals in mind, but I just gotta think about it, like, and also like, I don't know, I was like, should I be sharing my goals? Like, do people share their goals? I gotta look into that too. So do you guys share your goals when you like have New Year's resolutions or spring resolutions? I guess what I would call what I do is spring resolutions. Let's see. I'm gonna put one right here. It's a little bare in this spot. But yeah, and plus I have got a lot going on with this new year. My daughter's quinceañera is coming up, my oldest. It's in March, so I ain't even got time to be worried about. And then I'm due March 16th. So most of my kids have, well, the 3 out of 4 kids that I've had have all come a week after their due dates. But I just feel like my kids don't be listening to me, so this would be the kid that comes early. My second child, which is my oldest son, he came 2 weeks early, but he's the only one that came early. So I'm just like, ooh, hopefully this baby does not. Hopefully this baby does not do that, because but I already discussed with my family, because everybody was like, well, what are you gonna do if you go into labor like on the day or around the day of the quinceañera? I said the show must go on, baby, okay? Because we didn't put all this money into this for us to reschedule. The show will go on. She's gonna have that quinceañera because all these deposits are paid. Well, most of everything's paid off already. So I'm just like, no, she's gonna have the fucking quinceañera. You FaceTime me or something. That's what's gonna happen. um, but yeah, she's still gonna have it, because I mean, I will be sad to miss it, but also it's just like, this is about her experience and her stepping into her like young womanness. I don't want to say like womanhood, because to me she's not a woman yet. She's 15. But just FaceTime me, girl. I'll be there in spirit. I'll be there on the phone with you. So you ain't gonna do this alone. But we pay for all this stuff. So she gonna have a quinceañera. And I'm a little bit more excited too, because I didn't get one. Me and my sister are so close together that she had one, then I would have to have one the following year. So it was just too much of a financial burden for me to have one. So it is what it is. My mom has been trying to make it up to me ever since, so I'm not mad at her about it. But yeah, I'm really excited for my daughters, and I'm glad that my daughters have such a big age gap, because I won't be so stressed out to have them back to back. Like, my daughters are about 8 years apart, so I'm like, thank God, because
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
But I'm excited for her. She's gonna have a good time. It's a big party, and regardless of if I go into labor or not, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Okay. So the cuttings that were ready are potted up. Like I said, I'm gonna save my microphilia and keep it in there for a friend or something, or if somebody comes over. I usually keep a few cuttings on deck for like if somebody comes over and like says that they like something or wants to start a plant. And this microphilia I feel like it's easy to grow. So yeah. So my Silver Ann, she has hers potted up. My Golden Globe, and a side note, this was so much bigger, and I will not put it outside again. After I put it outside, like, she became so bare. So all this is like new growth. So I started it like all over again. So I'm really happy. I thought this was gonna dip out, but sometimes when things die on me, I just kind of leave it there to chill for a second, so I can just like absorb what has happened. And then this stuff happened, so I was like, thank God. And my other, I think it's called a Shang Shangi Potos. I'll put the name on there, so I'm really sorry. I don't want to offend anybody if I say it wrong. But yeah, this is potted up, and I may go ahead and take another cutting. This one has a bare spot right here and a bare spot right here, so I might take it from those two spots, because I'd really love for this to be fuller. Like, these two long ones just aren't doing it for me, like long stems. Okay, so I'm gonna cut where there's a bare spot at, right here. That's too close. Just right here. Okay, I cut a bit of length off of one, but there was a bare spot, and it saves me from actually having to cut a node and then take off the leaf. But I think it looks a little bit more even now, and she will grow. It's fine. So these are going to be my props, and then I still have that one prop that doesn't have a root yet. I'm going to put all of them in this one, but I'm going to wait for the ends to kind of dry a little bit and become calloused to prevent rot. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. Thanks for doing my plant chores with me, and I should be back soon. My goal is to at least upload once a week, so we're hoping that this is the year of consistency. I can keep my life together for that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like if you like the video, comment down, and subscribe if you want to stay. Bye.